The channel. Today we're going to go ahead and apply another coating to the glass here, and it's going to be from Armour Detail Supply. I've actually already cheated. I went off camera and I applied one layer all the way around. I wanted to get my hands on the coating first to kind of learn the coating before I came back and showed it to you on camera, and I learned some things with this coating. So when you buy the coating, it comes packaged in a plastic bag like this, and you open it up, and in there you're going to get the instructions on how to apply it. You're going to get an applicator, a coating saver applicator from this is Auto Fiber, and then you're going to get 30 mils of product here. And so I'm going to read this to you here. It says Armour Detail Supply glass quartz coating is a professional level window coating that is designed to enhance your driving experience while keeping your glass cleaner. Glass is an extremely hydrophobic, long-lasting coating that makes driving in inclement weather safer. Glass starts to repel water at 35 miles an hour and requires no wipers at highway speeds. Glass offers 12 plus months of real-world protection on windshield glass, highly dependent on wiper usage, and 2+ years of protection on all sides and rear glass. So again, with glass coatings, everybody thinks that they're going to last a long time. It just depends on how often you use your wipers. So if you don't use your wipers that often, the coating's going to last a long time. If you use your wipers pretty often, then don't expect too much from the coating in terms of meeting the claim that they have on there. You'll probably get half of what the claim durability is, which is normal. Again, wiper abrasion is going to degrade the coating pretty fast. It's the killer of basically any coating, even on paint. Just abrasion just wears through things. So they recommend 2 layers on the front glass, 1 layer on the side and rear glass, and you'll be perfectly fine. If you have, this is from me, just my personal experience, if you have a rear hatchback style vehicle or a SUV that has a rear wiper blade, go ahead and put 2 layers on there because you guys are probably going to be using the wiper there pretty often. So this product retails for $49.99 for 30 milliliters of product. And I'm going to kind of bring up the thing here from the glass coating here. Spoke with DJ, so DJ is really good for reaching out to me, kind of just telling me things about the coatings, and it's a good thing he told me because they updated the instructions on the website to now match what he was telling me. And basically what it says in here is the setup time is 5 to 7 minutes depending on temperature and humidity. This has elapsed by time. You apply it to all glass surfaces. That's the statement on there. So depending on the temperature, humidity, you have up to about 7 minutes, sometimes up to 10 minutes, just speaking with DJ on the coating here. So if it's pretty high temperature, high humidity, it's probably going to flash on you a little quicker. I'm in 56-degree weather with 92% humidity right now at 9 o'clock at night. Actually, I started at 8 o'clock at night here. Pretty humid, and what I learned is when I apply, I actually went around the entire car, and that's a mistake on my part here, and that temperature humidity, because the humidity got me. As soon as I wiped it off in the glass, it was fine, and as I started to make my way to the passenger side, it became a little bit more difficult to wipe off because I let the coating sit on there too long. So what I should have done is I should have only applied it to the front glass and maybe the 2 side windows here, and then by the time I finish applying the product here, I can come back and wipe it off here. So I learned that. Very easy to work with if you get it on the sweet spot in terms of wiping it off. If it's difficult to remove, all you have to do is take a little bit more product on your applicator, wipe it on the glass real fast, and then wherever you have high spots, and then come back and wipe it off immediately, and that will help you level out the coating very easily. So keep that in mind. Like I said, I learned that the hard way because I thought I could get around doing the entire the car, and I made that mistake. So next time, now I know for next time, in that high humidity, even though it's low temperature, I can only get around to a couple windows, which is not a big deal. That's actually still an efficient way because some coatings are you apply, you let it, and then you wait there for like a minute or 2 and you wipe it off. So this at least gives me some time to coat a couple other pieces of glass and then come back to where I started and then wipe it off. So just a quick little thing that I learned applying the coating here. Glass was polished out with the DIY Detail gold standard polish because that's the same polish I use in the paint, and I just come back and did that. I did 2 panel wipes with the DIY detail panel wipe. I should have bought the panel wipe from Armour Detail Supply, but now I know for next time to go ahead and buy it just to have it here. The reason I'm saying that is because when you do a coating application, you really want to use the panel wipe that the coating manufacturer has, because it's designed to work with that coating. Sometimes some coatings don't interact well with other panel wipes, and I just wanted to mention that. So they do recommend 2 towels, a low nap towel first, and then a plush towel to wipe off the rest. Allow the product to sit for 12 hours, a minimum for initial cure. After 12 hours, the vehicle can be driven and get wet. Do not wash for 7 days, typical on here. So here's the thing: check for any streaks or high spots which can appear as cloudy or dark spots. Repeat this process per glass section, just in case you do run into that. And if for some reason like I said, if you're having a hard time wiping it off, just apply a little bit more product and you're good to go. This thing, the flash, the way it flashes is it sweats, so it has the little sweat beads on there, and that's pretty much it. So let's get to the application here, and we'll do that. Oh, the other thing is I use this side of the applicator. It's already crispy. It started getting crispy around the 30 to 40 minute mark. So this thing sets up really quick. It's a high solids coating. Armour Detail Supply uses high solids in their coatings. I just want to make that known that it can be a little difficult to wipe off if you get in trouble. Just kind of come back and re-emulsify it with some more product. Worst case, if you find a high spot the next day and you can't use more product to re-emulsify it, you're gonna have to polish that off. Okay, so I'm going to use the green side for the second layer on the front glass. I'm only going to do the front glass for you guys here because I already did the side glass. So I'm going to just apply and saturate my applicator. Put this on here. So for me, what the flash time is about a couple minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just box in my area here. And so the second layer here is gonna build up the film, not necessarily increase durability, maybe, but sometimes the thing with glass is pretty porous. So sometimes the first layer, when you put a glass coating, it doesn't, fills in the pores, but you don't get that flat surface. And so sometimes you don't get that hydrophobic effect that looks good because you don't have enough film built on there. That's kind of some of the things I've learned with glass coatings here. Is sometimes on the front you need 2 layers, even though some companies say 1 is good. 2 kind of just reaffirms that you're going to have a nice even layer. Okay, so I got that side on there. It's starting to set up already. You can actually see it. It's starting to haze on here. And so the second layer is going to set up a little bit faster than the first. So I'm going to go ahead and go on the other side real fast. And by the time I go to this side, I'm going to probably be ready to wipe off that coating, because so for me at 92% humidity, it's not taking a lot of time to set up. So I'm going to go ahead and just box my area here. Okay, and I'm just going to put a few more drops to get this lower panel here. And this coating goes on pretty thick. Let me just squeeze that by there here. Yeah, this coating goes on pretty thick because it is a pretty, like I said, it's a high solids coating on here. And I missed that spot right here on the bottom by the blade. It's not a big deal because I already have 1 layer here. Okay, so I'm going to take a low nap towel. These towels actually came with the invisible glass kit. I never used them, so I'm going to just go ahead and use this one. They have two low nap towels here, but I'm going to use this gray one here, and I got this plush towel here. So I've already started to see it sweat. Once I start to see it sweat, it's pretty much ready to be wiped off. And if I let it sit any longer, it's going to be difficult for me to remove, and I'm going to be fighting high spots once again. So that's one thing I learned with this coating is, you know, depending on your temperature and humidity, you don't want to let it set up too long because you're going to be fighting high spots, and you're going to come back and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to say that this product sucks. You know, typical for people to say that when they say, oh, this product's hard to remove. It sucks. Actually, this is not a good towel to use. I'm going to go with this little towel here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that plush towel was dragging too much. Yeah, so I caught it at the right time. So I kind of know that going in with these coatings is because they're high solids. And the humidity is there. You don't want to make it harder on yourself. Yeah, I caught it at the right time this time, so beautiful. So just kind of a thing you learn when you're applying coatings is sometimes you make a mistake, you learn from it, and especially if it's the first time applying a coating, expect some sort of learning curve. Expect a learning curve. Yeah, I caught it at the right time. Any longer and it would have been difficult to wipe off. And you're probably going to have to flip your towel over a couple times because it's going to load up on your towel. Okay, come back with the second towel. And wipe it off, and you've applied the coating successfully. When you catch it at the right time, it's a breeze to wipe off. Alright, so I caught it just in time, and I tell you, it feels really slick underneath the towel, and I'm sure it's going to get slicker the longer it cures. So one thing, as an insurance, what I do is I take my inspection light. This is a scan grip. I'll post a link to where you can get this with a diffuser, because diffused lighting is perfect for coatings. It helps you see a high spot really easy. Just make sure I got nothing there. Yeah, so right here I got a little bit of product still there. So let me flip over my towel here and load it up on this little towel quicker than that. Okay, there we go. All right. Just make sure that you got everything. I think that's, and make sure you clean the glass on the inside. I didn't clean the glass on the inside. It feels really good on the glass. Yeah, I didn't clean the inside, so I can see all the dirt and grime that's on the inside. Okay, so we're going to just check this side. The only part I can't see is down here. All right, so we got it. So that's it really for this coating. I wanted to just give you guys an idea of how to apply it. During the first wash, I'll show you the slickness, the water behavior, but look at this towel. It just glides on the glass. So this thing's pretty slick on there. And so I want to kind of just share my experience with Armour Detail Supply, the glass coating. This stuff is goes on really thick. Flash time, again, it's 5 to 7 minutes depending on your temperature and humidity. For me, it's 92% humidity, so the coating was flashing a little faster than that 5 to 7 minutes. I was probably getting at about 3 minutes was probably the sweet spot for me, max. So 1 to 3 minutes for me was the sweet spot in that range in order for me to wipe it off pretty easily. So I basically went to one side here, went on the other side, wiped it off. The first time, like I said, I made the mistake of coating the entire car, and I had problems with high spots on half the rear window and the two windows on the passenger side, but easily remedied with a little bit more product, re-emulsified the product, came back, wiped it off, and all those high spots are gone. So kind of just take that as a lessons learned from this with this coating. And humidity, temperature, like any other coating, is going to get you. And if you catch it in the right time, then you're not going to have any problems. And I caught it at the right time. The second layer is going to flash a little faster. I didn't get much of that sweating effect, probably because it was probably applied a little too thin. If I applied a little thicker, I probably would have been able to see it. But yeah, once it starts doing that, wipe it off and you're good to go. So again, thanks for watching. Again, we'll look at the first wash video when I do it, because I am going to coat the paint and I'm just going to do the face of the wheels for this weekend, and then I'll eventually get to the barrels of the wheel. But at least I'll get the other coatings on the vehicle so that when I do the first wash, you guys can actually see the hydrophobics of each coating all in one shot. So again, thanks for watching. That is the glass coating from Armour Detail Supply. I'll post a link to this. I will post a discount code which will save you 10% off if you choose to try this coating. I think this is going to be a real good coating here to try out. I can actually tell it's going to be really good because it went on pretty thick, and I could actually tell this is probably going to be a pretty durable coating and probably last quite a bit of time. And we're supposed to be getting rain this week, so if it does rain, I will showcase that. I'll probably take the car that day and just to kind of capture some video if it does rain here. If it doesn't rain, then so be it. Then we'll wait till the first wash and we'll do the hydrophobics here on the glass, paint, and wheels. So again, thanks for watching. Actually, I applied it to this glass, 2 layers here, 1 layer on the side, 1 layer on the side mirrors here, 1 layer back here, and that's pretty much it. So again, thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Go ahead and post questions down below. The guys over at Armour Detail Supply do watch, so Bradley watches and DJ watches, and they can answer your questions. If you're interested in the product, again, I'll post a link and you guys can pick it up. I can tell you that this thing's probably going to be really good because it's pretty substantial just applying it, and I'm pretty sure the paint coating is going to be just as substantial in applying it to work with it, and same thing with the wheel coating. So we'll see how this thing holds up, and it should last quite a bit of time, especially since it's not going to rain anymore. So again, thanks for watching. Post your questions. Catch you on the next one, and take care of yourselves. Hey everyone, welcome back. I can't resist, so I just finished applying this. Man, it's been more than 12 hours onto the glass here, and you're not supposed to get it wet within that 12-hour time frame, but I came out here and I was like, let me just go ahead and see how it looks. So I just have a spray bottle with some water in it, and I'm going to go ahead and spray it on the glass, and you guys can let me know how this looks. Let's see if I can get this right. So right off the bat, you can see how hydrophobic that is, and you can just see it run down the glass. So I just have a towel here collecting the water, but I just want to give you guys an idea of how that looks. When we do the first wash video, I will showcase the hydrophobics, but this at least gives you an idea of how this glass coating works. So again, 2 layers on the front, 1 layer on the side, 1 layer on the rear. Pay attention to your flash times, get them right, because humidity is really going to affect the coating, not so much temperature. More so humidity than temperature, but the combination of both, if they're both high, you're going to be having some issues here. But overall looks good, so I'm pretty happy with the initial impression here. We'll come back and we'll do some follow-up videos. I want to give you guys an idea of how the hydrophobics of the glass coating look here. So again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the follow-up for more follow-up, products, new stuff, and again, follow up on the Armour Detail Supply product line.